Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video I'll be going through whether or not we actually start short in the end for the start of the BBL SuperCoach campaign, and just sort of going through why there's reasons to start him and reasons not to start him in the end. So let's just jump into this video and get around sort of my thoughts and everything. So as you see here, Glenn Maxwell is the current batter one in this iteration. Short was in my first team reveal iteration, and you'll see some big sort of differences in this, and I'll do another update in probably a week or two time, going through, and sort of this team is a little bit more updated for the early sort of doubles, more so than the last one. But you see with the first iteration, I had the guys like Josh Philippi in here, etc., and some other guys here like Hamish McKenzie was on here, and there were some other guys. I think Alan might have been there, and also the likes of Marcus Stoinis was in there as well. So I think with this iteration, the big difference you see is I've taken a little more advantage of the extra about, say we put in. I think one of the main differences is we put in not really a Bo Webster, but maybe like another 130k guy in. So you have about 170k on top of the likes of Matt Short, and it's basically spread around across like 5 or 6 guys. And it's basically to make sure that you get both the cash gen and also the points available. Because if you look here, you'll see my bench is a lot stronger. I've got Connolly here, I've got McKenzie, and I've got Paris. They're all expected to, I think, play, and all expected to make some cash early. And that's something that one of the winners in the last, one of the 2-time winners, I think it's Andrew, was saying that his goal, and don't exactly quote me on this, but it was something around making, I think, 500k in the first 2 match weeks, or whether it might have been the first 4. But yeah, trying to get to that 2.6 million really, really quickly is huge for cash gen. And if I just do this quickly, and I'll just do it through Abbott, because I think I can do it if I just get rid of Paris and then get rid of Connolly. I think that's going to be enough. Maybe I need one more guy. Where can I scrape a little bit more cash? I can do it that way. So if I go here and I go Matt Short, and then I go down here and I go Philippi, you'll see the problem that I was coming into here with about 75k left is that I basically need these 39.5k guys to fill these 2 spots. And then if you think about that, that's potentially a dead player here, potential dead player here, potential dead player here, and potential dead player there. That was the big reason behind the thought process of Matt Short or not to Matt Short, because yes, he does have the double in round 2 and round 4. And if I quickly go back to the main screen just to be able to pop it up, just to be able to search it up and get it in my Google Sheets for you guys. 1 second here. If we go here and then I get this one here. Yeah, that's right. There we go. So now I can switch back there. You'll see Matt Short has the double here and round here. And the good thing is that the news that we've received currently, if I actually go to it, you'll see, I think it is what it is. You can see New South Wales batting first. That was a horrific decision. But if we just go to England, you will see a cheeky little Jamie Overton batting, but not bowling. And he hasn't bowled since April. It sounds as if his back is absolutely stuffed. I don't know if he exactly got back surgery or not, or whether it's just he's still recovering from it. But 45 days out from BBL, having not bowled anytime soon, and just being effectively a batter only at 8. He may be a batter only at like 6 or 7 for the strikers. And I just want to check, none of the overseas players there for the BBL. But yeah, if he's not bowling, then makes this getting Matt Short plan a lot easier to actually do. Because if you think about it with this, say team, if we go back here, let's grab, I can actually just sort of go here, can't I? And it will, yes it will. So if you think about it now, if I was to say move Webster to a Matt Short, and Matt Short's 304k, say Matt Short doesn't get his break even, and this makes it a lot easier because I have 37.5k left. Say Matt Short doesn't hit his break even, then he goes down to like 280k. Bo Webster, it's an odds on that he'll hit his, it's break even to 110. I would suspect he hits his break even. more times than not. If I just go to his round scores, I think those are his 2 double scores. So if he hits his break even and goes up even more cash or something like that, then he might be a hold. But it's either between him or Sutherland that I want to get up to the likes of a short. So if I have those two, then you'll have, and this is where I'm sort of considering, do I just put Paris and Mackenzie into one player or something, or do I put like a Connolly into and Connolly, and do I combine them into sort of one player that's going to be easier to put, I guess, on field or be able to upgrade easier. But then I have Seifert here, and I'm starting to consider, do you like boost to get the 4th player to be able to get to short from effectively like Paris, Mackenzie, Seifert, and Webster or Sutherland? Do you use that, get down to like or do you start like maybe even do you start potentially like a Josh Inglis, and then you can just put Seifert down to like a bowler that a bowling all-rounder or something like that, a cash generator in this position that's like 50k or 70k or something like that, and then you get 80k out of that move. Something like that could potentially work. So yeah, there's sort of plenty of options, I feel like. So what I'm saying is basically do this, sorry, not that, and then go here and go, I want the likes of Inglis here, because Inglis isn't being considered for the opening spot now that we've heard. So yeah, and I can sort of move that over there and make this a little bit bigger actually for you guys. There you go. And then I'd have 85k for a bowler, and why are you doing that? There we go. Then players I can afford there, and then it'd be like, I don't want to touch Marcus Stoinis given that I don't think he actually bowls. Steckity, I don't think there's value there. And then you could even go Hamish Mackenzie there. And then that would leave with my side 15k, but then I'd have Inglis there, which I can easily just swap into Seifert. There, I'd have the cash generation from Harper, but I'd have Inglis on the double in round 2, if I'm correct in saying that. Yep, round 2. I'd have his double, I'd have Richardson, and I'd have Hardy already there. So you have that option there with that. And then that would allow me to potentially, if we just look at all of the rookies, because there's a lot of rookies in the sort of 50k range, it would start to get the sort of 90k from that Seifert move downwards. 90k plus the 100k from, the 15k here from the salary, give or take, and say even shorts at 300k, that's already 100k just from basically one move. And say I'm getting Sutherland. Sutherland's projected to go up 4k. Say that happens or so, and he's a 140 flat. So 140 flat plus 100, and so plus 100 and maybe 5k. That's already 245. I only need another 60k, and that could easily be achieved by Paris and Mackenzie potentially making cash, or potentially Paris and Mackenzie going up to someone higher, or potentially just a 30 other, something like that. But I feel like with 4 trades, it's going to be very easy to get Matt short for it, whilst also not breaking the bank too much, and enabling me to also get on that first big cash generator in the either slot here because of the flex player, but also because of the versatility I'll probably have here a little bit. Which is also a good thing. But yeah, it's also probably going to come through downgrading the likes of a Kane Richardson and Adam Zampa, who I think both will make some decent cash. But one of them probably will have to go. It probably will be Richardson after 1 week. Hopefully he makes some good cash, gets like a 110 or 115, and then that allows me to get 10, 15 more thousand out of him, who's currently 97.9. You can see it here. You can't actually see it. Well, if I move this, you can, but you can see it there now. So there's that. But that's sort of my thinking with Matt Short, is that it's very hard for me to have this, to generate cash, I think, in the first couple of weeks with Matt Short in the side currently, because you're relying so heavily on cash generators out of the sort of 39k bracket. And I know Buckingham looked really good in the Australia A game and also just in the Shield and other forms this year, but I just don't know if they necessarily get a game. What about if Doggett, who's bowling really well in the Aussie A, also gets a game, etc. So yeah, it's all about, I think, the planning this year is how are you going to, I think, just get through that first couple of weeks. Because if you can get through the first couple of weeks and access these 4 double game weeks and survive and sort of keep generating cash, by the time that these the third week rolls around and you need Sydney Sixers and Melbourne Stars, if you heard what I was saying or was listening along, I didn't say necessarily that I wanted to drop Curran or Maxwell or maybe probably one out of Mackenzie or Paris. So I was still going to have 3 guys there. I was going to probably have still a Melbourne Renegades guy in there. I probably will drop, out of 4 guys, I'll probably drop 2 and 2. I still might have Harper there as well for the round 3 double. But do they have round 3? Yeah, round 3 double. Yeah, probably actually will come more in the Renegades guys, jumping out of them because they have the bye. And then Brisbane Heat, I don't think I have any out of the Brisbane Heat guys, but I can jump on them in round 3 because I don't think they're that valuable this year. We'll go through that, but I'll still be able to jump on those guys, access to all of these doubles, because I'll also be having the Sixers. If you look at my lineup, you'll see there's Abbott here, which is already 1, and so in round 3, it's potential that in round 3 I'll be hunting potentially 3 Brisbane Heat / Sixers players, and then that'll get me up to probably 4 plus Melbourne Stars players, which will get me, I would say, up to potentially 7 or 8 guys on that double week, potentially even more. And then the week after, you've got Renegades and Strikers, and if my maths is correct, I'll probably already have 2 Strikers guys, and Renegades I'll probably have 1 or 2 spare, so that'll already be up to 4, so potentially up to about 7 there. And then by then, all the points will have probably be scored. More than half of the points are probably going to have been scored already by then. So it's about in round 5 through 9 getting the top line guys, and so that's probably why the plan is to almost use it to boost in the first 4 rounds to get access to all of this, because there's only 2 doubles after that out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 11 doubles. There's only something like 18% of the doubles to go after round 4. So I think that it's just way more valuable to access the 80% of the doubles here, whilst also making cash gen. And that's the whole point of this video that I've sort of rambled on about, is that you have to be able to, the reason I'm probably going to not start Matt Short at this present time is because I feel like not starting him, I'm taking a slight risk that he goes, say, I think, what's his highest ever score in the game? Like a 180 or something like that. So there's a chance that he goes to, say, 320k if he has his best game of all time. But there's also a chance that he goes to like 280, 270k through just having an absolute stinker with the bat. But that doesn't look likely. But say he goes down to like 270, 280k. That's going to be absolutely easy to get to from one of these guys. But then I'm also getting a lot better cash generation, but also accessing the doubles of Seifert and all these other guys, all these really good cash generating bowlers, I believe, in Abbott, Richardson, Thornton, Richardson, and Zampa. I'm accessing their cash gen, which should enable me to get short there. So yeah, that's pretty much the video that I just chatted about for 14 minutes, just going through Matt Short and to start or not to start, to short or not to short is the big question. So if you did enjoy that ramble, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and I'll see you guys probably on Sunday for probably some more BBL content. I might get into the team reviews if we might get into those ones, or I might just do something else like another player insight video, etc. Especially with all these doubles in the start of the campaign, it can lead to, I guess, a lot players whether to start or whether to not start. I might do Stoinis because I think that guy, I think he's a big highly owned guy, so I might do him on Sunday. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.